Episode 232. We is live.
Welcome back to Earth. We was out there, wasn't we?
Let's talk soul line dancing. Mr. Charles be finding these videos from I don't know where
Queen.
you found these videos.
That's Queen. That's Queen stuff. I know what Queen was doing, man. We just
But to
out there.
find some gotta put some new stuff out there. We're gonna update that.
Oh boy. Uh Queen was on it. Hello, everybody. I'm kind of under the weather today, so Carla's gonna be doing most of the stuff. I'm gonna be on the side putting up pictures and all that, but I got this little flu bug, and Carla say gonna use the spray and spray me. Somehow we both did the red thing, but anyway, go ahead, Carla. Go ahead and take it and introduce our guest, sir. Pretty please.
Yep, episode 232. We got a special. We got two special guests hailing out of Detroit. They actually got their big event coming up. We're gonna get them to talk about that today too. I actually will be traveling to Detroit to check them out. Coming to the stage, we got Nicole Poyntz and Sweet Lou.
Sweet.
Oh, we gotta change this up. Hold on one second. Let me get you.
Right. I'm like, we leaning in.
We gotta get in the shot.
There
we
go.
go.
Squeeze it in.
Here.
How y'all doing?
All right, there you go.
Good. How are you all?
Yeah,
Good,
well,
good.
I know you're not feeling well, Charles.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Carlos, I was gonna say 232. Are we in syndication now?
I hope so.
Yeah, right. It's like a lot of the talk shows where the hosts have changed so many times over the last 4 or 5 years, and I don't know where we sit at. How many episodes you think we did, Mr. Charles? Me and you?
Woo! Over 2.5 years, at least over 2 years, maybe I don't know, 100 something, maybe
105,
At least,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah, and time be going, bro. Time be going.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all have changed. I think the first time I did this, it was with Zandra and Marquise and Queen.
Correct.
Me too.
Yeah, we like cast number 8.
That's all right. It's like real world.
Yeah.
Hey, that's turnover.
We looking for people to take over after us coming up. Right.
We would try. He's not lying. We would try.
Or what's the other one from BET with AJ?
Oh, 106 apart.
106 and Park. So
Yeah.
y'all could be part of the OGs, right?
Yeah.
We are the OGs too.
See, I'm giving
That's
y'all
how-
the marketing. Then you do an unsung, and then you do a uncensored.
And it's changed so much, Lou. It has changed so much stuff. And we try to do what Queen do mostly, but we got to put our own little to it ourselves.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
And I'll say this real quick. I got a call from Joe, which is Queen's husband. And he was proud of us that we're continuing to do this. He said as long he came on here, he's gonna be on next week and for a minute. He said as long as we want to do this, I mean, this man is paying for this stuff and she's not even around. I mean, he's paying I mean, that's love there, huh? A year later, I'm serious. So
especially when you don't line dance, you know what I'm saying? You don't even line dance. You just doing it to support what your wife's dream was and vision. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and half the time he don't even be on here, but that's him right there. So
Wow.
thank you,
But
Joe.
that's a blessing. That feeds his spirit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was her last wish was to have me and Carlos continue to do it. So
So kudos to you guys too.
well, we appreciate that because, like I said, there's times, Nicole, there's times on Sunday too, Sunday night. You're like Carlos said, oh, we gotta do the podcast tonight, don't we? And sometimes it's just, especially during football season, that's when it really starts.
I know that's right.
Charles, you sounded like a black pastor on a Sunday.
Got to end this church service a little early then, all right? Now.
Less collections.
See what you did, man?
They do 20-minute sermons on
Get in there and get out. Jesus loves you. Let's go.
We're gonna move the sermon up a little early. The church is gonna be a little early Instead of 12 o'clock, we're going to do a 10 o'clock service. Come on in.
Oh boy. So y'all already know there's gonna be people on the side. It looks like they already on here, Carlos. Some of
Yeah,
them.
they jumping in. They jumping in. I'm about to share it now. I'm sharing it on the.
Okay. Do y'all see it on the side over there?
Oh,
On your computer?
some with the
a
names.
chat or something.
Yeah, just the
Yeah,
chat. You
everybody
should be listening to the
checking in.
comments.
Oh, I do now.
Okay.
Yeah, Ricky Potts,
Yeah,
Inez,
Inez.
Carla, Walter. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Carla, we always got to give props to Carla because she's in the UK. And I don't know what time it is in the UK, but
Carla Gray.
later than
Yep.
us. Yeah.
Carla, this for you. That's the hand.
You got to show everybody how crazy you are.
That's
So
me.
when we start the episode off, we always ask people to basically tell us about who you are because we might know who you are, but the people watching might not know who you are. So we'll start with Sweet Lou. Go ahead.
Now, can I lend over to the ladies first? I'm gonna let her.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let.
'Cause I think Nicole's been on here. You've been on here a couple times, right?
Oh,
No, just
okay.
once.
Once,
It was a long
okay.
time, but that was a long time ago.
Okay. Well, yeah. Go ahead, Nicole.
All right, Nichol Poyntz from Detroit, Michigan. Been dancing in the community in the late 90s. Met this gentleman about 2000, 2001, so 25 years ago. And we've been dancing together. We were dancing under one of our legends here in Detroit, Alice. And in 2000, we were teaching before 9, but in 2009, she officially gave up her class and passed it on to us. And that's when we renamed the class Motown Hustlers.
Okay.
Out of Detroit. And we've been rocking every Thursday since 25 plus years.
Right.
So that's me.
Yeah. And Lewis.
You bigger than that. Come on, Nicole. You do more than that. I know you got to get. This is the time that, bam.
This is just introductions, right?
Okay, all right. I'm just giving you a chance to really shine, but you go ahead. All right. We'll get back to you.
Okay. We'll go back to the rest of the other stuff.
And Lewis, Sweet Lou, I hail from. I'm always gonna claim my city first, New Orleans. But I moved here due to my career, and needed something to do besides just working in a plant and going home. And got into the dance in late '90s, and like Nicole said, in the 2000s, we met at a place called H&L, and we've been rolling ever since. So it was a fun place to be. More of what I call fellowship because everyone didn't dance. We ate, we played cards, we did a lot of things.
Ate chicken.
People stole pies.
Not chicken. Don't mention chicken.
Huh?
So don't mention chicken. Okay, y'all eat chicken.
Listen, we all went home smelling like chicken. Every Thursday you went home smelling like chicken.
Okay. There's a story behind that. I used to dance for chicken back in Denver. I didn't
Oh.
because I was single and I didn't cook at that time, and so I just cook me some chicken. I'll dance for you. That's what it was.
But you've been dancing on every Thursday night. Like it was literally like a cabaret every 6 to 11 every Thursday, like
every Thursday,
straight party.
Oh, wow.
Not anymore, but that's H&L. That's exactly what it was when we started.
And here's the thing: people didn't get upset about not dancing because we had so much going on. So,
what year was that? Do y'all remember?
That's probably what
is it I started about like 2001.
Yeah, around 2001.
Maybe 2000. Oh, it was after what? Yeah, it's like 2001.
You're talking about 25, 26 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all the OGs. Okay, I thought I was
consistent. Well,
that's when we met. Like he was already dancing.
I was dancing in Pontiac.
What year was that? 1985.
In a funeral home. In a funeral
man.
home, literally in Pontiac.
It was so. Here's the thing: it was a funeral home that had been reestablished into a bar.
Okay,
but it was a funeral home.
But it was a funeral home.
That's different. Okay.
And I was dancing casually on the side because at that time softball was number one. I did that on a Thursday, but traveling or whatever, I didn't really care so much about none of that. It was just softball for me.
So you softball
back then. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? The funny thing about that funeral home, that's where the Linda Schulers and Curtis and a lot of other people that we knew would come down. And it wasn't a big floor at all. It was a very extremely small floor.
How is
Extremely
Just big enough for a casket, right? Big enough for a casket.
yo, Carlos, you wouldn't believe this, man. It was one of those funeral. You know how you have the separate rooms?
Yeah.
You're literally right.
They was in parlor C.
It was in. I mean,
Wow.
I don't know if it was or not. I don't know.
You made the joke, but you were exactly right.
They were in the main parlor.
They got a different room for different families could be at the same
No,
time.
no, no.
So they had the little joint. Yeah, that's crazy.
You
Wow.
you are exactly right. They had like 3 or 4 rooms, and we used to go, and then they had an upstairs, and nobody would ever wanted to go in the basement because you know what they did with the bodies there, right?
No, tell me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Embalm the bodies.
Embalming, cremation, all that stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That way they get dressed up at, put the clothes on them and all that. Nobody want to do all that.
Looking good.
It's weird how we just transitioned and made these little, these meeting spots where we would just get together.
Whatever it takes. It's funny how y'all get that. Yeah. Give me some space. Just give me a little room.
That's pretty cool though, how you said y'all used to dance and do other things too. Because people don't know, like the black community and back in the day, we used to do everything. Like, it was cards,
That's how we
talk
do
trash, hang out, drink, whatever. Just people just like to be around people.
Yeah.
And to have all that going on at once is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a Thursday night.
And it really wasn't about being selfish of wanting to just dance. Like sometimes you have places and they like, we can't. No, it was really about coming in and seeing people after work and just spending time.
Socializing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because when I grew up, my mother played softball for her job. And after the softball game, they would all go hang out at the spot. And they had the arcade.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And so when I grew up, I was waiting for my time. And so when I played softball for the job I was working with back in the day, when we finished the game, people were going straight home. I was like, yo, we not gonna get no wings. We not hanging out. We not. Like, it's a different world now, so to hear the stories that, I love stuff like this. I just love the old.
No, that was like my mom played. My mom and dad played, but my mom played too. But after they were sponsored by bars back then, so after all the game, we would go straight down to the bar. Yeah, they had arcade games, so that's how I was able to get in because it was like this. I went at the bar, but I was in the bar. But yeah.
We have bar babies too. Ask us that question, Carlos. We have bar babies.
We do.
We do. You're laughing, but I'm serious. She'll tell you.
Yeah,
bar babies.
Bar babies. We've had a couple of kids that actually have been granted access.
So we go to a new place and we talk to them. It's like these 2 babies come with the group. So what are the rules for them? Where do they need to sit? Where do they need to be? But they're going to be in the class. So it's like, okay, well, they can stay until we turn the lights down. Okay, bet.
Okay.
That's good too, to make that understanding between the establishment. Like, I got some people that's a little young, you know what I'm saying? But they hear that, partake in the activities until it's time to do other activities.
Correct.
Gotta go.
And that's the truth. And some of them, we had a couple of them came in actual carriers. They've been around us since they've been in carriers.
Wow.
Give me 2 seconds. Let's switch seats.
Oh, what? Okay.
Y'all gonna do the okie doke? What's going on?
She said, "Sweet seats."
We doing a switch.
I gotta step away. I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. Well, we'll talk about those bar babies and whatever. But so that was a thing that we did with certain individuals because their parents. We wanted their parents to be able to come and partake. So we made special provisions for those individuals. I mean, when I think about it, a lot of things that we used to do, sometimes you can't do it anymore, and just the essence of like getting together. There's so many rules about people bringing in food to places now. You can't. You can't just bring. So. But we've had some good times, man, and I love this type of platform because individuals can actually understand the history. They just think, for some people, I always joke and say, if they danced in, 2017, 18, it wasn't like in 19, you know, 96, 97 when we were
Correct.
dancing.
Correct.
No, when
I tell you, I give a like we used to go to this park. It's in Michigan, and just to let you know, wearing white tennis shoes, we would be dancing in dirt.
Mm, mm.
Them dirty.
We didn't care. We was just dancing in straight
Dancing.
dirt, white tennis shoes. What I mean, getting dirty. You leave from out your house, you like that little character on what's his name, Charlie Brown.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You got that much dirt on you. You know what I'm
Dun,
saying?
dun,
So
dun. Yeah.
yeah. So
With the blanket.
right, exactly. So it's just times change, man, and people. It's a constant evolution and evolving.
So
When
since we got you up here, get into, because I feel like, so a lot of people I talked to, felt crazy about missing like UWDs and stuff like that. But you had an event that I felt like was during my time in line dancing that I missed, and I felt like that was my UWD moment
You
and
know,
missed it out on it when y'all was down in Noya. And talk
whoa.
about how y'all put that together and
Yeah,
how
you get
that
back in.
became.
We gonna do another switch so she can get better for her. But we gonna talk about that. We gonna switch like one more time.
do what you gotta do.
Because like when it comes to like stuff that that you hear about that organically is a great thing.
Right.
We always heard about people who was upset about missing on the last UWDs, whatever. And I felt like that event I had that I know it was event during the time that I was line dancing. And I feel like that was my UWD. Like, I see the videos, I'm like, yo, they was getting it in down there in New Orleans. And I feel like, how did y'all come up with that?
So
That
I'm gonna
whole.
answer that question because he won't answer the question right.
Uh-oh.
So, well, no, because I give credit where credit is due. So, as Lewis said in his introductions, he's from New Orleans, and so when we started talking about it, it was like 2010, and at that time, there really wasn't a lot of line dancing going on in New Orleans because at all,
not like the way we
not like like not now. So, like I think we even met. Dari may have just had a class. Kathleen, I think they were
Kathleen
dancing at the autocrat, and then Linda. I don't think Linda was she that first year, or was it MB2? In any event, it wasn't like a line dancing wasn't a big thing in New Orleans, and so Lewis really wanted to take a group of people to his city and introduce his city to the line dance world, and so the event itself was purposely organized and planned to, for example, New Orleans native cuisine. The very MBB1 was relatively small, and we did a little bit. MBB2 is when it started to like ratchet up, and so we started to incorporate New Orleans culture. So we had the parades. Then every year the parade got something different. I think Mr. Charles, we were talking to him about it. Our very first parade, they actually let us go down Bourbon Street because he knew the chief of police. So
yeah, all the people I went to school with.
Right. So we got the permits to do that. But and then like another year we did the floats. Another year we had the high school band. After my breast cancer diagnosis, we had the pink out. Then we had the battle of the bands. And so that event was purposely designed for people to experience the NOLA culture, number one.
So Lou, so hold on, Lou. So let me picture this. Let me go back to 2010. You in Detroit, and you like, yeah, y'all dance, but y'all don't party like they do back at home. Is you trying to like let them know, like, look.
But I wanted, what I wanted to do? I really wanted to do something where we weren't stuck in a hotel and we were able to be like out.
Yes.
Right? And enjoy. So let's just party all the time. New Orleans is a party city. That's the way I grew up. I grew up with parades and festivals and hanging out in the French
second lines and all that stuff.
Right. And
they celebrating death down there. So you already know.
Exactly.
Like,
we have a second line for we sing you home right. We sing you home right. So I just wanted everybody to be able to experience that without having workshops all day. And I'm proud to say, it was a success. And another thing about it that I love is that if you miss year one, if you miss the first, I should say being to the right of the steps, right? Oh, where we were sitting on these
the
steps,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you look at that I think it was like 100 and some
90
odd,
something.
yeah, people that trusted us, right? Because you got to trust the people
Yeah.
that that they gonna host you, right? And they believed in us, and I talked it up, being the person that I am. You gonna have fun, and if you don't, I guarantee your money back. I had a lot of money back guarantees, right? And so, going to these places where I grew up and ate food, and families, the Montreal family that owns, they're very big restaurateurs in New Orleans. So if you miss the first one, you miss the second one. If you miss the second one, you missed the first one. So everything changed.
Yeah, no, nothing was the same
Except for one thing. You know what it was?
What's that?
The parade.
Yes,
That's the
the
only thing
parade,
that people said that they wanted. They did. If we did anything, they said, don't take that away.
but it was still different every time.
Yeah, but it was still different.
It was
every
still
time.
different every time.
We had different schools, and we started off going to HBCUs. I wanted to give back to HBCUs, right?
Okay.
And that's a big part of Southern culture where y'all at North Carolina, right? And
South Carolina.
I'm sorry, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah,
But the whole Carolinas, you get what I'm saying? The essence
Yeah.
of being down
Even
south.
Virginia, like
Right. Even
yeah.
in Virginia, right.
Mhm.
Virginia Union and other HBCUs. So,
Yeah, and every element had a giving portion to it. So like we gave back to Southern, then we gave back to Xavier. We were passing the bucket every time, and then we did the breast cancer after my diagnosis, and we came back. And so everyone had a cultural component, especially a food culture, the food of New Orleans component. It was always served like native New Orleans cooking and caterers, and then the experience of the city, the square steps where we took our pictures. The one time we danced in front of the church, like down there. Then we were in front of, then we moved in front of the, so every NBB had something new to it, but it was all really around us taking that culture in. And so people would leave their parties and go straight to bourbon. And some people, it was just like, you always had to tell people it's Thursday.
We just get started.
Pace yourself. It's Thursday.
Relax,
and Charles, we got kicked out from in front of the cathedral because we were disturbing a wedding. Believe it or not,
Wow.
we were disturbing a wedding at one point in time. They had to kind of like work with us on that. So that was the essence. And then one of the things that Nichol did mention, but we also did, all of the bands and anybody that participated, we donated to their instruments or getting their uniforms cleaned or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we always wanted to give back. We didn't just want to take, we wanted to give back. So what we're really big about, if you notice, most of our events, it all stems around usually us doing something in a social aspect for the community.
Giving back. Yeah.
I want to echo what Lewis said too. For those people that trusted us at MBB1. So like for me, I was just like, how do I enable Lou's vision? So the vision, all Lewis. It was Lewis's vision, what he wanted to do, how he wanted to be run. So it was like, all right, Nichol, now how do you make it happen on the back end? We need a website, we need this, I need tickets, I need this, right? And so from an administrative perspective, but they trusted us year one. And then we actually had 45 people, I want to say, that went to all 5. And so on that last one, we gave them a commemorative shirt that said, I attended, either I made all 5 or I lasted or I did, it was like, I forgot what it said at this point, which is not that long ago, but we gave them a gift because they came to all 5. But I will say it was very humbling to get the trust and get the support from people, because I want to say what MBB3, it sold out in 4 minutes.
We thought that was fun.
Like it sold out in 4 minutes.
Yeah, we would buy a house and we thought.
I thought I was like, oh my God, my registration system has crashed. Like something is wrong. People are saying they can't get in, and it was like, wow. And we did it in waves.
That's a lot. Like people don't understand. Like to pull off what y'all pulled off, people really gotta trust that they gonna get what they get when they get down there.
Yeah,
like to sacrifice, buy flights, book hotels, come on down there, and like you said, y'all giving them something different every time. They trusted y'all to pull that off.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's also a trust in each other because, I'm going home and literally doing everything and just letting her know like this is going to be done, you know. So it's the trust that we have in each other because I probably could not, and I'm going to be honest, do it with anybody else. I probably couldn't,
Your
That's
personality.
real. That's real.
Our
That's real.
personalities, though, it's true.
Yeah.
That's
Both
why I
of
mean.
us.
I know more than anybody. Me and my mom do everything together. We did that first couple of minutes. We ain't had nobody doing nothing. We ain't trust nobody because it's hard to get people around you that you can trust and make sure that the vision that Lou had. Because Nicole could easily just made it Nicole-ish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you trusted Nicole with what your baby, with your dream, what your vision was, and she just did her part to enhance it. She didn't take away from it. She didn't. She made it come to life.
Sometimes she didn't even know what was going on because part of that, Carlos and Charles, is surprising her also, right? So right.
I asked for one thing
right.
in all of the MBBs, and I finally got an MBB 5. I wanted a block party. I said, "Listen, this is the last one. You need to make my block party happen."
I love block parties. Oh my God, I love block parties.
And he did the last one, so that was
those
that was big.
the first group, those are the people like that set the way, they set the stage. Like those are the people that told those stories about y'all should have been there. We was da. And you would never.
Let me tell you how. Let me just tell you about the first one, and it's so funny because me and Steph have this argument all the time because he swear the MBB one was the best one because it was small and it was more intimate. We didn't even have we had a DJ, but we didn't have a line dance DJ. This guy was playing from Lewis's CDs.
Seriously.
No. The meet and greet and party were all from CDs. And us and Lewis feeding him what to play next, what to do next, what to play next.
You walk before you run, huh?
And people came back MBB too. So I was like, okay.
But that means the vibe was right. It had to be right. I'm talking about a whole nother level. Like anybody care?
Charles,
anybody care?
Bring it back to you. Guess where the first party was? It was at a wedding. Remember, it was at that wedding, the small wedding, like a wedding little chapel thing.
Little chapel.
Wow.
Like but people were outside, man.
The meet and greet was, but then Southern on Saturday.
Right.
Southern on Saturday night. But
so like you said, Carlos, people went back and they told the story and they told it well enough that I'll tell you another thing that happened. She'll tell you some people felt like, I think on the second or third one, like, well, y'all must have just picked the people that and we didn't. It was just more about they thought we had a list.
We
just
it was a little drama. It was a little drama.
It wasn't like that though.
But that first group, I feel like because it's so raw, everybody just so appreciative. Everybody just happy to be there, to be amongst,
and
those people that really came, they really
Street, right? And just like seeing Bourbon Street in person, like.
It's a raw and uncut city, man. One of the things I love about home is fun, but you also have to be careful. One of my biggest words, and she'll tell you a lot of the reasons why I changed our last two. I didn't want people to be on Bourbon Street.
He was worried about,
So we tried to contain everything on one side of the city. And I love my city, but if you're not from my city,
but you know your city,
you're right. It's like Chris knowing Philly, or people from Baltimore knowing B-more, right? You know where to go and you know where not to go. Well, I know where you shouldn't be, or you shouldn't be walking down that. So but we have been very blessed. We've had people get a little sick but made it home, but we never had an incident.
This was a ride.
Carlos,
I don't know. It won't be MBB 6. It might be like MBB throwback or taking it back, but you might hear about one more.
I was mad that you guys quit when I first noticed about it. And it's like, this is the last one.
I told you it was our version of UWD. Like people that dance now, we was like, what? What?
No. When was the first one?
I know. Imagine the last one you found out about it being your first one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
our last one.
Well, yeah.
I missed
But
the
it was
last.
hard though. So it's like you think like 12, 14, 16, 18. So MBB 1 through 4, it was every 2 years, right? Bam. 5 was 2020, COVID.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
pushed it back.
So it shut us down for 4 years. So by 2022, when it came back, people were just like, I think it was like 600, and I think we set the limit at 600. Like we just chose to do that, but it was like 4
Yeah, I
years.
think
Like,
everybody was getting out of COVID. They ready to get out, and then
yeah,
it's also that event that everybody been, I guess,
Well, we tried, but there was so many limitations during that time.
yeah.
We decided to, and the funny thing, I mean, to just be honest and quite frank, the perspective of even when we signed the contract, we were on 2018 contract. Do you realize that if we probably would have got a 2020 something, the price difference and the changes and
Yeah.
stuff, even stuff like that had transpired. There's a lot that goes on behind. We jokingly say there's a committee, but there's not a committee.
It's definitely not.
There's just two people that sit across from each other that say this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We definitely had over the years a lot of people. We look at Gladys, Darlene, like Nichol, like a lot of people have played a very good support role. But as far as getting it done and making it happen, we got the vision and the know-how, the mouth, and the execution.
It works.
Yeah, I always hold dear the people from the first stuff. Like I told my mother, I was like, yo, we need is there any way we can give them a lifelong free pass for everybody who came to the first joint? Like, cause those people at that know your joint, that first joint, like set it up for y'all to be winners. Like, because you probably you was winging a lot of stuff and stuff was just working, and then it's boom,
It was awesome, right?
Hey, Carlos,
So, I mean,
you want to go ahead and give a shout out to some of the people on the side over here?
Okay, we got Forward Motion in the building. What's up, Demaya? We got Keely, Walter Davis, Melva in the building. Ricky Potts down there in Rock Hill, South Carolina. What's up? Inez, Walter. Look at the question. She said, who dances better between Coley and Lou?
She sees it in her head. I feel it in the music. She's formally trained. I'm rugged and raw.
Lisa loves cinnamon. I love that name. What's up, Lisa?
Yeah, she just got out of class. They had class today in Baltimore.
We're gonna go for just a quick break, y'all. We're gonna go ahead with our station identification real quick. A couple of things we got to do. First, we got to pay the bill.
This is the first time we got somebody on the screen that actually a part of this part. That's pretty.
I know. I can't wait to get to that part. That's gonna be one of the first parts.
I'm like, what's that?
I'm gonna have people get their pencil and paper and write down exactly what they need to do. We're gonna go that right now, Dan, real quick. Where is it at?
It's stuff we identify every time we come on the show.
Yeah, I mean, y'all always here, whether you're on here or not. Y'all.
What's up, mother? My mother just jumped on this jump.
Always on here. We always talk about this right here.
Urban Line Dance Connection, created by Nicole Poyntz. Now, I normally, talk about how great this website and this link and this, but since we got her on the screen, we can let her talk about this week.
How did it get started? You created. What was in your head when you started to do this?
So crazy enough, when we met at H&L back in early 2000s, there were some dances that were getting done, and it was like, who created that dance? And I got some names, and I learned out later, a couple of names really did not match who actually dances that there were or where they were from. So I actually have it, and I may have posted on on the page on Facebook, but the very first Urban Line Dance Connection was an Excel spreadsheet that I actually had created because I wanted to know, like, well, whose is it? Okay, so this is the real name, and where are they from? And so I started to collect dances on a spreadsheet. And then I went to my first UC award in 2011 for the 2010 dances. And there was I went to my first leadership forum. And in that forum, we were talking about back then, because you didn't record things. If somebody got it on VHS or it was just a happenstance, right? But you really didn't know who created dances. And so Jamie, I met Jamie Gant at that leadership workshop, and we talked about it. So I have an IT background. I actually have my undergrad and my master's has a technology piece to it. And so I was like, we need to develop a system. Like I'm an IT person, you're an IT person. Like we need to. And then I heard, I never knew, but I never went there, but I heard Country Western had one. And so I was like, oh, I could do this. And I was still like young in my career. So I could write a SQL code, and I could do some programming back then. And so as life would take it, when Jamie we got from that weekend, and as you see now, he's like his AI thing, like his whole thing is
that
like
was crazy.
He had so much going on. I just stuck with the project. And so I launched it, I believe it was 2011. And at that time, it was just for dances. And so for me, it was just, well, if other genres of dance have a way to capture their contributions, then we need that for us. And so that was my contribution to the community. And so over time, we added classes, events. Those two pieces didn't really take hold a lot. I don't want to get rid of them, but I am thinking about revamping them and working with somebody as we try to turn it into a mobile app. So literally where you can like events for, like relaunch it for events, and somebody could just like go create me a calendar for March, and you could just see where everything is going to be. So there's some work to be done on the dances, classes, and events. And one thing, if you guys want to add to this, is profiles. So they do still exist out there. So early on, I was trying to get similar to what everyone's doing now through these through the podcast, but it was paper interviews with like, so if you want to learn about the UC Awards, why it started, there's like an interview out there with the union crew. I highlighted everybody from a whole bunch of regions. I did a DJ kind of like a series in there. And so profiles is another place people can get some information and learn about some choreographers you probably have never seen, like Ashante, who you really don't talk to a lot, like Ray Boyd, who you probably don't talk to a lot. So people like that.
Okay, that's sweet. So I guess it's how do we other than like
shout out to Mr. Charles. That's how you fix my name. Look at that.
How do we get this? I guess people to utilize it more often. I guess that's the question, because we talk about it all like every week on here, but like how do we as a community get this out there? I think the community kind of just don't. Dances just be coming out. People just post it on their YouTube, put it on their Facebook, whatever. It just be out all over the place. But how do we get people, even with events and stuff, to kind of like,
Well, events, I honestly wouldn't put it there, because I don't think people right now. I think the biggest usage for it is dancing, and I would, and not to offend anybody, but I would say those people who are really entrenched in the culture actually use it. So I would say that, right? And so, I mean, there are some people out there that have a view. They aren't necessarily a supporter of UC Awards, and so for that reason, they don't use it. And so because it's used for that, that's one purpose that it's used for. And so what I try to get people to understand is that it's bigger than the UC Awards. So I get emails. I get emails from people from France, like Europe, like all over the country sometimes, asking me like about the dances. Could I send them this? And when I had more time, I was actually like forwarding emails to people I knew in different cities, trying to connect them with people who were looking for. So, so my message has always been, it's big. That's one usage of the system, but it's bigger than that. It's really for us to celebrate our collective contributions and our collective talents. And unfortunately, some people are going to buy in and some are not. And honestly, I don't know if there's really a need to like, not transform, convert, anyone to do it. Right.
Well, I think a lot of the issues
the culture are going to, and I think those that are kind of coming along on the outside, this whole stuff about it's my song.
Yeah, that's what I was getting about to talk about. I'm about to talk about that. Yeah. So some of the issues that we talk about on your podcast, my podcast, whatever. I think your website is an answer or
I
can be
agree.
an answer-ish,
I agree. I agree.
to
I
a lot of
agree
those
that
things.
I agree. So
You know.
Yep.
ideally, I love for everybody to use it, not for me. Like I pay for it. I don't get any. Like I don't get anything except for like emails. Could you delete this? Right, but it's but other than that, like I just I pay the developer, I pay the server, I pay all of this stuff just out of my pocket. But yeah, ideally that's pretty much the future state or what we really need to get to. I just don't know with the growth that we're seeing, and I just don't know how we get there outside of just continuing to have this conversation. Really,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it need to be other platforms like even like the leadership forum and things like that. When you got all these new people coming to a new place, like you see, they had like 300 new guests. Like that's a
yeah.
great opportunity for us to talk about urban line dance connection
And I
and a
used to
space
take
like
out
that.
an ad. Actually, you know what? You just remind. I used to actually pay for an ad in the book,
Hmm.
but I haven't done that in
Well,
some
overall, we gonna that's the new word. It's just
years.
intentional this year. We're gonna be
Yeah,
intentional, try to get this stuff out there. I feel like before we get into that, you did mention the country western. Is there's Copper Knob? That's the name of
yeah,
their link? Okay,
hmm
Copper Knob. I
No,
see it floating around on some of the pages.
yeah,
I never
oh,
actually like looked at it for
yeah,
real, but
I've
yeah,
seen that.
they be having like step sheets and all that in there.
yeah.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I,
remember I seeing my
we
first
got to
step
get to
sheet. I was
a
like,
common
"What's this?"
terminology first, but we can even do some step sheets.
Right.
We got a CC and a sailor and a magic, and it's
Right.
all the same step depending on what
Yeah,
region you're in.
exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
well, I'm glad you explained that because I'm glad that I changed your name. Your name been like that for like 3, 4 years. Okay,
I
it's been
saw it. It's okay though.
like
I
wait a
mean,
minute.
Nicole, everybody, Nicole. It's just
It
I'm
was
just
still set up there from when Queen had it up there.
Yep,
We still we still we
yeah.
still fixing stuff up here. Yeah.
it's all good.
We still working with it. Well, let's go. When you said about you're not getting paid, which like I mean you're not getting paid. You're not
He
you
said,
paying.
speaking of
Speaking of,
uh donations,
Shut it up for y'all.
donations,
Right.
Donations
donations.
accepted. Let's get it.
Cash App, money sign McFadden JE, or you can Zelle 813-416-8799. And as you can see, this money is not going to me or Mr. Charles. So go ahead and
nope,
send the money to keep
nope.
paying for to keep this thing going. We on episode 232. Let's keep rocking this thing out. And you can help us out by cash apping Joe, the husband of the late great Queen Sheila.
Yeah, he said he's gonna keep. He said it's. I guess it's good until next year. So I mean, to still pay on his wife's thing. I mean that I can't even understand. That's so commendable. That was love. You know, she's
Yeah.
not here, but he's still taking care of that bill for her, which I think is.
I,
We need help, y'all. Let him. He shouldn't pay
you
for
know,
too much. Two
you know,
dollars.
Charles and Carlos, I always tell people we don't get paid for this. We do it because we love it.
Thank you.
Facts.
As we
Facts.
say all the time, because we love it. It needs to be done. Oh,
Right.
All right,
there
so
you
this
go.
one is Universal Soul Line Dancing. Right now they got 82,000 people on it. All right. So I tell people all things line dancing, you can go to this group page. I know Katrina, I think she runs the calendar for events. We have more events than we have weekends. So you got plenty of things to pick from to do your favorite DJs, your favorite type of dancing, your favorite locations to visit. Check out their calendar. They got a ton of stuff on there. All right. Also, people posted new dances on there. A lot of great conversations I started on that page. Go check it out when you get a chance. Join that community, Universal Soul Line Dancing. It's a Facebook group. Do that.
And this next one is kind of should be close to you guys. Well, should be close to it.
82,000 people is crazy though.
That is.
National Line Dance Week starts the second Monday of September, founded by Shirley Mitchell.
Mm.
She actually made this a real thing. This is a real thing. This year will be September 14th through the 18th. I always challenge everybody to do something festive, kind of bring attention and awareness to the line dance community. If you could do something outside in the community, that'd be great. Speaking of that, I love it seeing y'all when y'all dancing. I guess y'all like City Center or somewhere downtown in Detroit,
Oh yeah,
and
downtown.
y'all on that little slate dancing out there. Oh,
Yeah.
that is. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
yo,
see that too. Yeah,
they
yeah.
got line dance week every week down there.
Right. Well,
that's actually an awesome event. That the city is actually the city of Detroit that does it, and they partner with Mo to who's a DJ here in the city to do that. And what he does is every Friday there's a different instructor from Detroit highlighted, like teaching. So it's I know a lot of people say, and not to, I'm not, well, y'all know my personality. I'm not a messy personality, but I would say a lot of people talk about like Detroit in a way like we come together in a way like you'll see unity and you'll see whatever, but
I talk about it
a
all the
lot
time.
of what we do, like it's just like it just is like, and so if me and Lou aren't teaching, but we're in town, like we're down there on a Friday supporting whatever instructor it is for that Friday or us, and so it runs May through September. So every Friday is for free. 5 to 10. It's really for the city, but we take over, because we've got so many.
I'm about to say it because it don't look like the city to me out there. It look like everybody I know out there.
Oh no,
like,
no! When you come down, you'll see the city.
and you have the dignitaries. In fact, the current mayor used to come down all the time.
We got a picture with her. I saw it the other day.
She came down before, even when she was sitting on, I think, city council president.
What's her name?
Mary Sheffield.
Yeah.
Okay.
First female mayor of the city of Detroit.
Yeah, I remember reading about that. Yeah.
So we enjoy that, as well as we do other things. We've been invited. This is I think they're gonna invite us to Motown. Mm-hmm. They've invited us down. I made contact with them, and we got invited down, and I pulled Nichol in and pulled Sam in,
and it just happened to be during Sam's weekend, so we were like, Sam, put this on your itinerary. We're going down to Motown to dance, and then everybody from out of town got a chance to go down to Motown. So
and that was very, we had people from other countries.
Charles, hey, listen, Charles, that's all. Hey, y'all, he's like, y'all, I wish every other city would act like this. Like, this is rare. like just to be working together, like, yo, y'all have an event. This would be awesome if y'all did that. Don't nobody do that. Listen to me. I don't know. Hey, look, I tell everybody now, I speak for everybody. So I don't care what y'all say. Detroit different. Because everybody doing that nowhere else.
We are. Just like now, in our class, I have my knee replacement. Paul, who's an instructor. Ronnie comes from Toledo, who's an instructor. Julius, who's is a new choreographer. Lou, or like if Sam is out sick, we go cover Sam's class on a Wednesday. Like, it's just...
We support.
I don't know. Yeah.
If I was writing up a plan, I would do y'all plan, okay? If I was writing up a plan how to get started.
Well, look, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm coming to Detroit in 2 weeks. I'll be there.
Tuesday.
I'm bringing this empty jar with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna try to take some of y'all togetherness and put it in the damn bottle and bring this shit back to Virginia with me.
Carlos, I'm gonna do
when I get back to Virginia, I'm gonna open it up and put a little bit on the east side of Richmond, put a little bit on the west end of Richmond. I'm gonna put a little on the south side.
Carlos, we'll do some juju in New Orleans when we start, right? So we'll take a piece of Nichol here. I'll give you some.
Yeah, I need y'all.
All right.
I mean, we're all. It's just I don't know. I don't know. It's amazing to me when we hear people and we hear those stories. And like at March Madness in 2 weeks, you'll see every group in the city will be there. Like,
and the other great thing about it, say like if we on vacation, we don't shut the class down. We try to offer it to the next instructor to come and just instruct for us. We don't believe we try to really do that unless they say they're going out of town with us, then we'll shut it down. But we offer it up. We don't have no like, you can't teach at my class. We make everybody. You come, you're an instructor, you can teach.
I'm gonna have 1,700 people in Richmond for the beginners ball, and 60 of them gonna be from Richmond.
Yeah, like we got 580 in March Madness and 300 is Detroit.
What percentage is that, Carlos? Have you figured it out? What is that percentage?
I don't want to look it up. I don't want to get sad right now. We're just focusing on Detroit, right? We're talking about Detroit right now. We're talking about Detroit. But no, that's a good thing. Y'all got a good thing. And like I said,
it does feel good though. It does feel good. Like, I mean, even Linda is in Flint and Fly City Hustlers are in Flint. But like when me and Sam would get together and do the social, hell, Lewis teaches, Ronnie will jump on the stage, like Joe will get on the stage, but they come down to Detroit. So like between Flint and Toledo, which are 50 minutes to an hour on north or south, like we have this little, that's why we call Glass City our cousins, because they're like like our first cousins. Like we're there, they're here, because Ronnie drives up from Toledo on Thursdays. Pam, Mike, anybody that comes from Glass City, that's an hour drive on a Thursday.
But we've been rocking with them for a long time, though, like a very extremely long time. Like some of the first original people that we traveled with was Indiana and and Toledo and Flint. I don't want to leave them out.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was like a little, and I want shout out to Pontiac too, because that's where my beginnings are. So that was a core, and that's who we all hung out with.
Well, that's the question I wanted to ask you. You said Pontiac. Are you from there or are you Detroit? Because on your Facebook page it says Pontiac.
So I live in Pontiac on the border, so I have to drive up, right? So when I'm late for class, I tell them, y'all forget where I live at. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm running late, I'm going to take a shower and coming back up.
You're like 40 minutes away,
right? Okay. But that's where I stay. But most of my job related stuff has been in the Detroit metro area, a suburb area that contacts it. So
I love it. I'm doing some things.
The D.
Right, who else are we going to, Carlos, before we get back to them?
So Carlos, too, if you coming in on Tuesday and you want to,
no, I'm not coming Tuesday. I'm coming Friday. I was saying I need to now.
I know the whole roadmap, like how to navigate Tuesday through, like what you want to do.
What I know now, I need to come in on Tuesday, but no.
You should have came in on Thursday. You could have came to our class.
Right. We having a special. Well,
Thursday night. But that's all good. It's all good.
We'll look at them tickets. We'll see if we can do some change.
You can dance 7 days a week here, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on, we have a calendar that Dr. Joy from here puts together for everybody, and I'm actually transforming it for her. But it's probably 5 to 6 classes every day.
Wow.
Somewhere. Mm-hmm.
Linda Hardy.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt y'all. I see y'all about to go to
we good. So we got www.urbanlandancehistory.com put together by Linda Hardy. She is basically been we acknowledge her as the historian of the urban line dance community. And if you don't have one of them bands on her wrist, you have never met her.
Oh yeah,
I got like 12 of them. Like so, if you don't have one of them bands, you never met her. Right. But you go to that website, you can learn a lot. I tell people all the time, it's not just for new people to line dance. Anybody can go there and find out some stuff you didn't know about a lot of people that have been putting this thing together and pioneering this thing that we love to do. And it's always good to learn about the stuff that we, how we got here. Yeah. Every region has their own story. The Northeast, the Midwest, out west, down south, and there's a lot to learn from that website. Go to www.urbanlandancehistory.com.
I probably got like 50 of them. I get some and sell them because she gives them away.
The bands.
Every time
I live in Virginia. I live in Virginia with her, so I see her all the time. So I gotta, I'm running like I got enough.
What you say, Lou?
I say every time she sees you, she's gonna give you one.
Facts.
She done gave you one before. She gonna give it to you.
Right. She gonna give it to you again.
She loves what she does. It's like I said, the people that love what
that's kind of cool. That's kind of like what we was talking about with the Urban Line Dance Connection. Because she's trying to still get people to go to the website, look at it. Same thing with the urban, we trying to get people to go over there like.
Maybe I'll get some bands made.
Or some flyers, something. It's kind of let people know, like, this is where it's at. Put a QR code on it.
I could really do more. I just, it's just.
I know.
Yeah. Now, this is another one here I like.
Some more to it.
Soul Line Dance Radio. We got our own radio station now, y'all. If y'all do not know, Urban Line Dance has their own radio station 24 hours. And as of 2 weeks ago, we have the iOS app. So now you got the Android app and the iPhone users. You guys can use soullinedanceradio.com. It's on 24/7, 7 days a week. We got DJ mixes throughout the day, different time slots, and I'm adding music to it every week. So Go ahead and jump on that. Everybody should be downloading this app, and there is a request thing on there too. So if you think there's songs or dances that we don't have on there, you can message me on there, and I can get that track on the website, soullinedanceradio.com, on all your phones. And
Hey, Carl.
I got our first event coming up where you're gonna be able to actually like. My vision is crazy. So what I want everybody to do is basically either have a house party or get together at a little spot in your town, whatever. We're gonna have a party of the whole country dancing together through the station, through the radio, through the app. So we're gonna try to do something like that quarterly, with different DJs and stuff. So tap in, everybody download soullinedanceradio.com, and we really gonna try to take over this thing with that.
Hey, Carlos. I was told that I guess Barbara King back in Denver, she had a whole class on the radio.
Yeah, I heard people have been telling me that. They've been
Yeah.
using the radio to do pre-parties and all type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've seen a couple. I'm like, y'all ran the radio station? It's like, yeah, we just cut to the radio station on. We was running. I was like, wow. But that's kind of the point of it, because right now it's commercial free. We definitely will have commercials on there because I want to be able to promote people's events and stuff like that. So even though it will be commercials, I want it to be all line dance related. So I will be getting that out there too. Information about giving me your information about your events. And even we got line dance related vendors. I'm interested in that too. I want the platform to be for everybody, but everybody right now, it will always be free. Don't cost you nothing. Download this app, soullinedanceradio.com. And I'm working on this thing by my like Nichol. A lot of stuff I probably could already have been doing on this thing. I ain't even did it. I gotta get to it. But
I finally get that app. It's not gonna be free for me because I'm retired now. So it would not be.
It's work. It's work.
Maybe
I'm loading.
$2.99, maybe $1.99. It's gonna be something to help pay for it.
Yeah, because I'm uploading songs every week and trying to put flyers and update the pictures and all. It's a lot. But like I said, it's for the community. Everybody download it and make it do what it do.
Hey, I
Let's see.
have a question for both of y'all.
Mhm.
Where do y'all see yourselves in the next 4 or 5 years doing? Because I know, first of all, let me ask Nichol about her surgery. Are you okay? Everything's okay with your surgery?
Yes, I can tell I'm getting up on an hour sitting here in this chair. But no, I'm actually walking. I'm walking without a walker now. I'm walking without a cane. Slow, but I am walking. So come March Madness, I won't be dancing, but at least I will be able to walk.
And that was February 6th, right?
Huh? Yeah, February 6th.
Yeah, I know. Like,
A whole new knee.
well, my wife, when she had hers, it took a little longer than that. But yeah, that's my question. When you both of y'all can answer, I mean, where do you see yourself going with all this? Especially you guys are a team, and I love it. I love seeing you guys together doing things.
Oh, ask me that. I'm out.
Like the next 4 or 5. I mean,
I'll say he quit in 5 years.
I will be dancing. I will be working. I want to get to her point where she can retire, but I got to put in a couple more years. But no, I definitely gonna be around. And you know, I may not be at everybody's event. You know, it's funny how people are. I'll just say this. I had somebody come to you haven't been to my event yet. I was like, yeah, but it's during my work time when I do this, that so it's never about not going to the event. I'll eventually get around. It's always about my work schedule or training or whatever. But you know, we still gonna be doing the same thing. People will come, people will go, we'll add people. You know, we might 4 or 5 years, you might get that bring it back, like she said, you know. So we'll be doing something. You know?
Yeah. I tried to retire twice already.
Talk about that.
It didn't work. So I'll say I'll be around. I feel like I have more in my heart to contribute to the community. And that will be, you know, like through the site, through turning it into a mobile app, and some other things, like through Real Talk, the other podcast that I just started. I'm only on episode 3, so I got a long way to go before I get to 232 and all those other numbers. But I have an affinity in my heart for the community, and I want to do what I can to help positively impact it. So I'll be around. My dancing desire, Maybe once my new knee maybe once it's functional, I'll feel a little bit differently. But I feel like I might be on the downside of dancing and choreography, but on the upside of still looking for ways that I could contribute to make the community better.
Hey Cole, I don't know, because Cole just brought something to me because
What?
listening to Sweet Lou earlier, and I'm already on 3 podcasts. I get it, but wouldn't it be cool if we had a platform where them stories like this when Lou was talking about, back in the day? There's so many stories I feel like in line dancing that need to be told. Like we need something like that where we can just like pull people up on here and just like this specific time, this event, this era, this like so people can kind of understand, you know what I'm saying? Like this.
Nah, you're right. Actually, Chris
Like
Blues has some of that in his A View of the Line podcast. So like he sat down with Curtis as an example and got a lot of the history, like UWD, like that timeline.
Yeah.
He sat down with like Chris White and kind of got some of the early flavor pieces of it. I think you sat down with them too. Ali did. And so pieces of it are like all over, but you're right. Like kind of, I don't know, that's see you stuff like that I get excited about.
Yeah, me too.
Like
I'm history.
Teaching the class where you don't know if everybody gonna show up or what they gonna feel like. You gotta learn 15 dances so you can teach it that. That I'm like, yeah,
yeah, I can.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
And there's
I can get rid of that.
There's many stories to be told though.
There really are.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I can relate.
That's why it's easy for me to like. I feel like Nichol. Like I feel like I'm always gonna be attached to line dancing, but like on behind the scenes, like type stuff. Like I said, like with the radio and the museum stuff like that. I feel like I want to be there, but I feel like when you're watching people dance now, I feel like they don't know. Like they just don't know. Like you know. I know y'all know because y'all cut from that cloth. But when you watch people party, and granted they're partying, they're having a good time, but they don't know that it used to be parties. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know. Like you don't.
But it's like, even though now you hear people talking about like, I'm tired of doing this dance, I'm tired of doing that dance. Those people couldn't dance back when we started,
right?
Yeah.
Because the only way to learn a dance was to go to a workshop. And back then, I mean, I know this ain't the right number, but back then there were like 15 events, period.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you didn't learn at that workshop, there were no dances. So like, Mo Problems, not watch. That's not the name of the dance. Pay Attention is the name of it. Pay Attention, 3 Times Fun, like, and we wore them like that was what we did.
Kenny J,
like, day in, day out. We need nothing new.
Kenny J said that some part they would play stuff like 6-7 times a night. They would just, if it was hot, it was hot. They was gonna play it again, and they just did it. The people loved dancing back then. They didn't care. Like,
and we were like dressed up, like and then you dress like this T-shirt. We weren't in the T-shirt era either.
That's how I started. I tell everybody, I came. It was like a after work type thing, happy hour. Everybody see my old video, but hard bottoms. I had on my little cardigan with my little. That's how I thought it was about. And then now it's a bit like.
But the change too, Carlos and Charles. You used to go to the workshops because think about it, technology changed too.
Yes.
I remember when you got in front of somebody's VHS camera, that was a problem. Because they would be like, hey, you got to move out the way.
Yeah.
Like all the cameras were up front, right? But then with that, now you got people like Robert and Denicia and Darlene. They go live and you don't say, but you could just sit at home and feel like you at the event.
What I be telling y'all, stop going live. I try to think about this.
I'm just being honest.
Think about this, Lou.
But here's the other thing, though. It has saved people too because some people can't afford to travel like they used to.
It's one weekend. Just one weekend. How much it costs?
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah,
but Lou, put it out there after the
event.
I
would say, like, I know you.
Put it out there after the event.
Carlos, I already knew where you stood when he was. I was like, let's pick up Carlos. But I know because I know how you feel about it. But I will say, so like these 23 days, I've been can't do nothing. Yeah, I've been looking at the lives just because, like, what they doing? If I need something to do, but it's not the same.
It's not.
No.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's not the same.
It'll
So
make you think you don't want to go.
I'd rather be at in a place than looking at people on the screen.
Because it downplay it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not talking when I say live, I'm talking about the workshops.
Yeah.
You can miss multiple workshops and still get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like if you miss one workshop, you can catch it. You know, it's many times I'll call Robert, hey, y'all got this, and I'll like send that video because I know you got the whole thing. So
but think about I always compare our events to like the pre-social media.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think you get 100,000 people to Woodstock? Right. What happens is people that's talking about the event by word of mouth, hyping it up, talking about the experience, what it's going to be like.
I mean, that was UWD.
And then everybody shows up. So what happens with social media, with the live, like Nichol said, it don't give you the feeling as when you're there, but you seeing it, and it don't make you want to register. It don't make you want to book that $400 flight. It don't make you want to get them hotels. But if you
no. I actually was saying I don't like watching it live.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I want to be in there. I want to go.
Yeah. So to me, the live, it don't give it the same feel as it is when you're there or hearing somebody tell you the story of it. You know, like stop going live.
I think if we get to the point where we fill up a basketball arena
it's coming.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
There's certain things that we've talked about. We can get it done. There ain't no problem. We have.
It's the demographics and percentages of who come.
Well, we are real quick.
It's doable.
That we need.
I see Woodstock videos. I'll be hyped.
I'm not gonna get in trouble with her, so I need to put in real quick. And get my bad.
Oh, my mom, mother and son charter cruise ship, the Line Dancing Groovy Cruise. Yeah, we got the whole damn ship part 2 coming. Registration is open. We are almost at 2,000 people registered. Go to www.theLineDancingGroovyCruise.com. We have our own private island, the Line Dance at. We also going to Carnival's new island, Celebration Key. We got I think we added 2 DJs now, so we got like 14 DJs. We'll be partying all over the ship. Yes, we bring it back to pre-party at the Miami Beach Convention Center. So get ready. Go to www.theLineDancingGroovyCruise.com to get ready for that epic event.
I like this right here. I just always have to show it because I don't know how y'all do this. I got to get into it. There's just some weird stuff going on out there nowadays. I don't know.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
That used to be her. That's not her no more.
Yes,
but then she had to hire 3 people to help her now, so it's not her no more by herself.
Yeah, is that them 3 people right there? I don't know them.
No.
All right, y'all. What about some of you? We were talking about announcements. What kind of announcements? What's going on? You got the floor for announcements.
I
know.
Talk about Detroit. Talk about Detroit, though.
You got March Madness.
Yeah. I know.
March Madness.
Yeah, talk about March Madness.
Yeah, what's
March
happening?
Madness is coming. It's the finale. It's the final March Madness. I actually got to get with Curtis to actually know what year this is. So, history's sake, Curtis had a group called New Hustle Generation back in the day, and so in the 90s, and they had two cabarets. So in Detroit, we cabaret. You dance up, you dress up, and you bring your liquor with you, and you buy chicken and you buy setup. So like we're a cabaret city. So they always had 2 cabarets a year: March, the second Saturday in March, and September. And then over the years, the group got smaller as people stopped dancing, and so he continued to do it. And then maybe 7 years ago, I started doing it with him. So I don't know, like this could actually be the 30th or the 28th or whatever, the final March Madness in Detroit, but it was like 90. So, so yeah, this is the finale.
So the word cabaret is like a BYOB type thing, basically.
Yeah.
Bring food, bring up.
That's how
that's my type of carrying on right there.
But March Madness is a Saturday open bar and food. So
So back to Karen now.
But yeah, that's what cabarets. Our parents with the cabarets, like that was like that's how we grew up. So that's why the parties here, or Curtis's party, has always been like dress up. We just added the gym shoes so that people's feet didn't hurt all night. But so it's 2 weeks, sold out, close to 600 people coming for the final one. And in the spirit of what we were talking about earlier about Detroit, what we're actually trying to do, myself, Lewis, Curtis, Sam. So Sam did an event in July. So we're trying to figure out how we can just have one party here in Detroit in the summer so that people can experience dancing in the D, people can experience being downtown, you can experience the waterfront. And so our hope was like we could kind of phase out March Madness and kind of pass the torch to, Sam and, some others. So when 4 of us are going to get together and just come together as a city like we do and just do one thing. So,
like y'all do.
Bro, come on, bro. I've been trying to get Atlanta to move like that for so long because I think Atlanta could have the first 10,000 person event that they kind of worked it out right. But
Georgia.
It look like Detroit gonna be the first one to do something like that because everybody else going to fight each other and kick it.
Atlanta is one of the reasons why we even thought about redoing. They were so, how should I say, enthusiastic. They created a video
about NOLA.
About NOLA. They went to New Orleans and created a video like they was at NOLA. So those girls, those young ladies there, their spirit is, I love their spirit,
I think the whole country has their eyes on, like I said, especially because y'all got people that actually help y'all like be visual. And you talk about Joseph, like Joseph everywhere showing all this stuff. So we living through the lens of him, watching y'all like I said, downtown. That's how I know about all this stuff. I'm watching Joe Pay. I'm like, okay, they downtown, they outside, they down there, they at Motown, they doing this and that. But then I see all these different people that I know
like everywhere too. So like we go, like you see Keisha everywhere, right?
Yeah,
Poppy like, everywhere. TJT, like it's just
in any other city I go to. Like if I watch, I'm only in my early 40s, so I'm a social media guy. So I'm watching all the other cities' page and just calling a spade a spade. Everybody ain't moving like y'all moving in Detroit, and it's like. I know everybody in Atlanta. I know everybody in LA. I know everybody, and I don't see everybody and everybody's stuff like that. Like y'all, the only city where
they need a social media director like Joe.
Well, you gotta have somebody that rock with everybody to show up like that. You know what I'm saying? But
that's true. That's true. Yeah, Joe is a staple. I didn't ask him to do that. He just start doing it.
It should be on your list, Brandon, because you were supposed to have been teaching this year, sir.
Yeah, he just started doing it. So.
Nicole,
I asked you about that too. I said, Brandon, you're not going to Detroit. It's the last one, bro. How you not going to Detroit?
What'd you say, Charles?
Ace was talking about documentary.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Curtis about that.
We had talked about that. And actually, what the East Coast did with Queen Noor, the research she did on behalf of the East Coast was an awesome start for them telling their story on the East Coast before it all went into the Library of Congress. All those memories just came up because we were there 2 days ago last year. That was an experience. I was like, I'm in here. But like Carlos said, getting that story for all of the regions and then kind of knitting it together, it's like that'd be dope. That'd be real dope, honestly.
Mm-hmm. You got more people joining on, Carlos.
Yeah, because it's so funny because I talk to everybody and everybody be like, we was doing this, and then talk about we was doing. I was like, y'all all got your own interesting stories about how this thing kicked off and what y'all was doing and.
Documentary.
I just want the younger people.
Hands down. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care where you are or whether you heard it or where you went to that. The blueprint, the line dance blueprint, for anyone that does not acknowledge like UWD as that foundational blueprint for how the weekend, the Thursday through Sunday, the workshops, the everything, like that was the blueprint. And like that was
1,200, 1,500 people.
Yeah, like that was so like. So I was so into
that mall
softball.
video. Oh my God.
What you say?
That mall video. Oh my God. Good. If you go on Facebook and put in UWD mall, that's all I want you to pull
Oh
up.
yeah.
Okay, I wonder where we were.
Where we were.
It was so many people in there. It looked like ants. Y'all was at some mall,
Was it
and
red
y'all
and
just
white?
took over. It was. I don't know where y'all
I'm
was
gonna have
at.
to go look. I go look for it. I go look for
It's
it.
a crazy video.
But
It was.
Curtis, every year, Curtis was like, Nichol, you got to come to United and dance. I was like, I have a softball tournament that weekend. I'm not coming. So one year I played in Indianapolis, and it was in Indianapolis. Curtis was like, just come over to the hotel. Like, just come over and just watch the workshop. I was like, when I'm at softball, I don't leave the park. Like, I'm just not coming. So then 2006, it was in Detroit, and I don't think the tournament was that weekend. So he got me to go. So I was like, all right, and I performed. After that, I went one time. I was like, oh yeah, I'm never missing this again.
Carlos, you want to talk about stories? I'm gonna give you one. This will make Nichol laugh, but you'll get. There's a person that dances with us that lived like a rock star that will bring busloads of people.
Wow.
No, all dressed alike in the same uniform, getting off the bus. You know who that person is?
Kenny J.
Yep. You would have like, I would be like, who is pulling up in charter buses? All
Well,
getting
see,
off.
that's
all
the
getting off.
documentary right there. Like, I want to get in the same room, Kenny J, Curtis. Like, cause they told some stories already. I heard, but I want to get all these people in the room and just
It did.
listen. Like, you know,
She did do that.
She talked to some of them, but
Yeah.
like when you
Right.
watch the YouTube piece
Right.
of
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
you get
yeah.
a whole conversation. But like Curtis, you like whatever conversation you have, Curtis is in there. Because I will say, when you talking about like spearheading, let's go to Chicago, let's go connect with Chicago, let's go to the East Coast, let's go connect with the East Coast, let's go here, let's go connect with these people like him, you know, basically pushing Common Ground, GCH, the Louisville Slide to like form groups. Like, I know he's been given his flowers, but he needs like a whole garden. He needs like a garden. Because when you talk about unity and preaching unity and building all the relationships, like he's put in that work for that.
yeah.
You talking about
Curtis? Yeah, Curtis. Because Kenny was telling him like Curtis would just call him from some random city, like, yo, I'm in Kansas City, and they line dance out here too.
Yeah, they gave him my number. We're gonna invite him in the United We Dance. Like,
hey,
that's
right, and that's kind of like, you know, I'm not calling myself Curtis, but I listen to these stories and understand how this type of stuff happens, right? And these people are set the way, but nobody know these stories. Like I'm teaching the new generation of line dancers, and they really don't give a damn, right? So my thing is, I'm always trying to intentionally slap them with information and knowledge because it's my platform, it's my stage. I stop my class and tell y'all about stuff they don't really care about. But I feel like
and you know what, Carlos? Groups have come and gone that used to be around, and people have broke off and created their own, you know. But I think about the people that like Flavor when they came to Flint, they were just this little quiet group. And I think about this other guy that used to jump around all the time. Y'all still know who he is. And he was a quiet guy at one point in time. Extremely quiet, Jerome.
Jerome, he jumping all over the place.
Yeah, and the short girl used to be with she used to like, oh my god,
she used to kill it.
They came, I think it was September when the Curtis's parties again.
Yeah,
but like they was like killing it.
And that's the thing. A lot of people that we watching those old classic videos of Aura, they don't dance no more. Like a lot of people that used to.
Or they look very different. Like they might not have hair no more.
Great.
A lot of them don't dance no more. They moved on with their life. They don't got booed up and retired and whatever. You know.
Yeah, we do get older.
Their stories got to be told.
Nicole said she retired. I didn't retire like 3-4 times, Nicole. Callers don't believe me. But I know how it is when you retire. And I'm just about there. Seriously.
So what happened to Mr. Charles?
I'll do whatever. Like, this right here, everybody says, like, well, we call her, like, that's our hustle husband or our hustle wife. Like, that's what we say. Even though some people actually thought that that's who we were. It's like, but, you know, I got his back. I may get tired, but I got his back no matter what.
Now, Carlos, we retired in 5 years. That's what he told me.
But they look, Mr. Charles, what happened to you is different than them. Like they in Detroit. Like dancing will never die in Detroit.
No.
Like you went from a city that was dancing in Denver and moved to the damn woods in Spartanburg, and that's why it's easy for you to retire because they ain't doing shit out there. So it's like if you was around like positive dancing
Yeah,
people all the
yeah.
time that can kind of get you up off your feet and get you like, come
Detroit?
on,
No, I wouldn't know. We be dancing.
Detroit.
You're right. That energy.
You can
And here,
retire in
remember High
Detroit, but you
State?
know you can still go dance.
Right. Here,
Oh, definitely. Daytime or during the day and in the evening.
We had an individual named Bruce was 80. How old was Bruce?
80. Brucey Bruce.
85?
I don't know what he was.
wow.
Bruce was
He was in
dancing.
his 80s, but yeah.
Yeah, look at
And
those.
Mr. Pritchett was still dancing.
Mr.
He was in his
Pritchett.
90s.
And you from Curtis Parties.
Mr. Pritchett,
Wow.
Yeah. 80 something
Wow.
years old, man. I want to be moving like that.
Curtis is so cool. Curtis called me and wished me happy birthday. Now you know that's true. Curtis.
Oh yeah, he gonna call you. He not text.
Yeah,
don't text him. He not no texter. He is definitely
No.
he is.
like me.
He is not of the generation. He will call you.
Yeah. I want to hear that voice, and But you know what happened? I'll say this story real quick. We did in the line of duty in Denver. It was a big thing because it was a New Year's party I gave everybody, and so it was really big. So one of my students put it on. What is that? You don't know half them things. Instagram or whatever. And so Janet Jackson saw it. I don't know, man. Y'all talking about him. I'll be 70 in a couple months. So anyway, so it was on there, and Janet Jackson saw it. And she put up a sign that says she loves it. So all the comments said, yeah, those people are from Detroit. They're from Detroit. Detroit, no, that's us. That's in Denver. Detroit. We couldn't even get credit. No, that's the hustle in Detroit. They created there, but that's how much people know y'all and connect y'all with different dances and stuff. They saw a whole bunch of black folks. Yeah, that's Detroit. That's Detroit. We changed that. Yeah, we're Detroit. But yeah, that was nice because I called him up and told him he loved it because she had like 300,000 views on there when she put down and she loved it and stuff like that.
So I got a question. Tell the people watching, like something that's said about Detroit that isn't true, that isn't real, like Detroit.
The city of us, the groups.
Yeah, dancing or the city itself?
In the line dance world.
I honestly, I don't hear that. I don't know. I don't even
don't get along, but we do get along. We come.
No,
together.
I've never heard anything.
Yeah.
No, they ain't saying that. They ain't saying y'all don't get along. They ain't saying that. No, they ain't saying that.
I honestly, I can't tell you something that I honestly haven't heard.
Okay.
If you heard something, tell me.
No. Is there something that you think that y'all slept on that people need to know about? Like choreography, dancing, people. You think everything's pretty up to par?
No, because I think with social media, I mean, it picks up everything. Like Steve Sturkey, I used him as an example when Joe went to his class, and then he recorded his class. Actually, he recorded his class, his dance. That wasn't his class. That was Miss T's class at a different place on a Monday. But like, must be. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So people just saw it and they picked it up. Like, it's just, I don't think we feel slept on. I feel like, you know, recognition for our position, and that's not my position. Like Curtis, you know, like some of the Crystal Smiths, like those type of things. Like I feel like we're recognized appropriately from a historical standpoint for what we've done and what others that live here or from here have done for line dance. So no, I don't really feel.
And speaking of, we can't leave this out before we get off the show tonight.
What?
Nichol was recognized with Lifetime Achievement Award at the UC Star Wars this year.
Look out now.
For all of the things that she does in line dance that she didn't want to mention tonight because she's so humble. She's definitely deserving of it. I knew who won it from the first thing they said. I already knew.
I did.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I did. And I actually had to go back and listen to it because at first I was angry because they made us take a picture and then they're like, everybody sit down. And I had on like stockings under the pants we had just performed. I was hot and I had a fan and I was like, why can we not like go? So I wasn't even listening. There's a video on me like this. So I had to go back and listen like, oh my God, they were talking. I feel so bad afterwards. But
now you sent me a picture. You sent me a picture of you and Lou. What was that award? you and Lou was together, and it looked like it was like an album or something. Yeah.
Back to You.
Oh yeah, back to you.
Midwest Dance of the Year. What year is it? It's right there.
What?
Back to You.
Back to You.
2016.
1 second.
16. It's up on the wall. We're
Yeah.
looking. Is it 16?
16.
That was the
16.
2016 Back to You. It was the Midwest Dance of the Year.
Oh wow, that was a while back.
And the one,
Wow.
the picture at the bottom is us in the ball.
At the ball.
At the ball.
Oh, that was NOLA. That was MBB1.
Yeah. Yep.
That was
That's what we're
MBB1.
talking about. That's what we're talking about. This one right here.
The one in the middle where Lewis looked like he's 12.
Yeah.
Lewis
and
always
then,
looked
and then
young.
the other one, yeah,
And that's MBB3, I think, the yellow.
yeah. At another ball.
And okay, wow. See, I'm glad y'all send them pictures. Wow.
But I
What
appreciate you guys. We appreciate the invitation, and appreciate y'all.
talk to me about Real Talk. What is Real Talk? What's up? What's up? Explain
Real
that.
Talk.
Uh-huh.
So Real Talk is a podcast, another podcast of all the podcasts that I started. But I'll tell you a quick story of why I wanted to do it. So one day I was in Universal, and there was a post about fans and fan popping.
Mhm.
And I was looking at the comments, and so I was an IT professional at Ford for 25 years, and my last 6 years were in HR. And that post made my blood boil, like really, like it made me angry. Not the topic itself, but I felt like no one was listening. Lord have mercy.
Carlos did win, bro.
So I felt like it was like, I hate fans. I'm gonna pop my fan. I love fans. I'm gonna pop my fan. I don't care which. So it's like people were just talking at each other, and they were not listening. No one was listening, and so that conversation made me feel like. So then I wanted to tap into my HR, my HR background, and it's just like there's so many conversations that are polarizing that don't need to be polarizing. If people would just listen to a different perspective. So we have a young lady here in Detroit, Pat. She's deaf. So she has to feel the music. So the music has to be loud, or she'll tell you like, turn it up so she can feel it. She can do every dance that there is. But like, if you pop a fan by her, like it will, like throw her off, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard others like with inner ear problems. And so I was telling somebody, I believe if somebody that's a fan popper knew that the person next to them, it was truly going to hurt them, I don't think that they would do it. Like, I just don't think like people are that malicious that they just would not care about the next person next to them.
Yeah,
right. And so I thought, so Real Talk was because I wanted to talk about things that were uncomfortable, things that seemed to like have polarizing views. But my hope was that by having people with different point of views, that in some of that dialogue, somebody will take something away from it that perhaps they could put into practice, and maybe they could gain a different level of understanding. So that was like why I wanted to do that. But it literally gave me the idea from that fan popping, because people they were talking at each other and no one was listening. So
when
a lot of friends lost on that post.
So it's every 2 weeks, which will be this coming Tuesday. And it's a Real Talk Facebook group. Anybody can, it's a private group, but anybody has the ability to add and accept. So it's anybody that sends, that comes into the group, but it's broadcast there. And then a day or two later, I put it on, I downloaded and put it on YouTube. So you
can see it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Later.
Like after the fact. But if you want to watch it live, you have to watch it in the Real Talk Facebook group.
How you get there? What is that?
Oh, it's just Real REAL with the dots in there. I can post it on my page. I'll make it public.
Okay.
The name of the group. So it's just a group, and there's a barcode if you want to scan it,
Letting people know. That's what we do. Yeah. We try to let people know how to get. Because like Carlos said all the time, there's so much information out there. Go to these podcasts. What Carlos is on like 7 or 8 of them right now.
Yeah.
And putting the word out. Just put the word out about
And
what's going on.
But I also feel like, and this is something I'm gonna cover on Tuesday before I start, because I'm gonna basically, I got some of my HR manuals out because we kind of the last conversation went a little off the rails, not really off the rails, but the interpretation. But I also believe that in that act of listening and listening, anybody that's listening here, there's a great book by a female fighter pilot, and it talks about always assuming good intent. Always assume positive intent. So if you listen, if you practice active listening, but you always assume good intent of the person that you're talking to or the conversation that you have, that goes a long way in actually people hearing each other, understanding, and gaining empathy with each other. So a lot of people listened to that last podcast, I believe, and did not assume good intent. And so that, because of that, it got taken as a negative where it never was meant to be a negative whatsoever. But we can always find the negative in everything. But it's like in the world that we live in right now, with the person that we have sitting where they're sitting on the East Coast, and the things that are happening, like we need to, like, positive is what we need, more of that and less of looking for negative and looking for positive. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has the right words all the time. But assuming good intent is half the battle.
You know, I'm glad you brought that
up.
Walter
put. Look at Walter said. He said there was a debate on social media: should men pop fans? Most women said no.
Well, you know, I started where those mans at. That was important to me. Where those mans at? That's what I wanted to know at that time. But I got to put this out here real quick, because you mentioned what's going on in the world, and I have to definitely, because this is about me and all my brothers and sisters, that right now I'm kind of.
Lou and I are going to do another quick switch because I got to walk.
Oh yeah,
so I'm still listening, but we're gonna do our chair swap again.
Military veterans. Military veterans dancers, please follow Mr. Charles Armed Forces. Is a page on Facebook, basically representing all the military people in the line dance community. We found out on the cruise that there are hundreds of people in line dancing, if not thousands, that are ex-military or current military, and it's good to put everybody together to tell their stories to each other, be recognized, actually feel like they were being a safe place, basically. And this is a Facebook page Mr. Charles has created. Make sure you go check that out.
And also, Carlos, they have a bar of the Carnival. They're transferring one of their rooms into a lounge for heroes, which I think is commendable for all my military brothers. And I pray for you guys in the military right now, because what's going on right now, it's about y'all right now. Okay? It's about y'all. We can complain. Go ahead.
We definitely need prayers. I said we definitely need prayers. So I'm sorry about that. We definitely need prayers.
No, you good. You are good. And when she mentioned that, I thought about what's going on every day. And I always have to admit, my brothers and sisters of the Corps, those are my people. And how what's going on right now is just totally crazy. It is the hell we doing in the war. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so where'd she go? She's still walking?
She's walking. She coming back. I'll hold it down till she come back.
Well, this is a section that I just created this thing because of my age, because I can. This is what I call my blast from the past. People our age, and these were our house rules. Some of them. No talking back. Can y'all believe that? We could talk back to adults. Okay. No eating in the living room. Food was for the kitchen. Street lights mean you had to come home. I was trying to come home. There was a curfew, like 8 o'clock. No company when your parents are gone. Finish everything on your plate, because people are starving. Respect the elders. So yes, the mom. The one I love that they cannot deal with right now. No phone calls after certain hours, people. 8 o'clock. No, you better not get no phone call. You weren't even allowed to get them. But I do that, Lou, because I kind of bring back the nostalgia of how things were and what we actually been through. And a lot of us our age are dancing right now. Anyway, most of the people are dancing.
Right.
So that's something
and that was all my mom's rules, man.
Yeah,
exactly. Southern mother. That was all my mom's rules. She didn't play that. So I grew up in the house. She didn't play that. You know, rules were followed, and it was funny. You said no talk back. You saw what I did with my hand, right? Y'all didn't
What?
catch- Carlos caught that. I went. You know, I'll give you another one, Charles and Carlos. You ready?
What's that?
Don't get in grown folks conversation. We
There was
talking.
another
Oh
one there.
man.
You ain't got.
Go, go over there.
Well, you know, my mom on her dying bed, we all went in there and talked to her because she was passing away during COVID, not because of COVID, but so I went in there and her last thing she more or less told me, because they call me Junior. She said, Junior, I remember I whipped you, you know, because we get whoopings in, we call them whoopings. Whippings. She said, I whipped you upstairs for something you said. I came back down. I was so mad, I whipped you again. I said, Mama, I keep all the things you remember. I was probably mumbling. I know I was mumbling, bro.
Wait, have y'all ever had this one happen? I'm gonna make you laugh. You go to sleep and you think it's over, and they come in beating you while you sleep
Yeah.
to make you remember that you still got it coming.
They hit you on every syllable. They hit on every syllable. Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about my mama gonna deny this? Why do all black parents deny that they did that to their children? I didn't do that.
Yeah.
That
We have
wasn't
video
me.
then.
My mom is a short lady. She used two things. She'll sit on you and use a bat.
Oh yeah. I get. Well, you know, we had 6 boys, so we
She
had
had
Wow.
it.
Wow.
yes, boys and 2
They
girls.
had to
Girls somehow they got over. Our
So
sisters
I
didn't got
get
over. I was mad about that.
Somebody
Yeah.
said in the comment section, no sucking your teeth. Definitely. You suck your teeth. Oh, you won't have no teeth.
That was
You
on there too.
won't have no teeth.
The world we lived in, but you know what? We were a family. We were. I mean, out of 8 kids in the house, 10 people in the house. You can't do that nowadays. 10 every day in the house.
Keep that screen door open if you want to. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. You go out and play. You got to eat every bit of that on your plate. You can't go nowhere until you eat all that food off your plate. Nowhere. Nowhere. I just had. So now since we're back, we're gonna have Carlos since I'm sick. You people that just got on, I've been sick today. I got what's going on around here. Everybody gave it to me. So we are going to have Carlos. He does it anyway. Give the toast to both of y'all. I know y'all got y'all drink. Y'all told me y'all had some Wawa.
got the water. If I drink, y'all, I'll be passed out for 20 days.
Louis don't drink.
Since she was 23, she didn't drink, and she's 68 now. She do not. The cheapest date I ever had too. Like, come on, let's go somewhere. Don't drink the hot heat.
All right, we're gonna toast this up to continued awesomeness, continued excellence, continue pouring into the community. Just keep, being who you are. That's how we get to where we at. A lot of the things that we do and a lot of things that we have access to are because of you two guys. We
Yes.
want you to appreciate y'all, let y'all know we appreciate y'all. And even regardless of how you are a part of the community going forward, whether you on the dance floor or doing administration type work or whatever you're doing, keep being you, keep being great, and keep us moving, keep us motivated, keep inspiring us because you never know who's listening to your story. Nicole, fighting cancer. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people just think, people dancing. Don't nobody know their stories. Don't nobody know
Everybody.
testimonies. Don't nobody know about what they're battling, what they're going through. And sometimes we just get too much into this, right? But I want through all of that, I want you to keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, you were honored this year at the UC Star Awards. Um, Maybe lately, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I've been late, whatever, because the situation, but you got your flowers. And I love people getting their flowers while they still can smell them.
Thank you.
And that's what we want to do.
Thank you.
This toast goes out to y'all. Keep being great.
Thank you.
Y'all didn't know this.
Thanks for having me.
Y'all didn't know this, but when I was coming up after my first convention, I saw you. I said, I want to be like them. It was something about y'all. It was something. I'm serious. And Carl's been trying to get y'all on here for like a year. Remember, Carl? You said we gotta get Nicole.
Hey, look, my first time seeing them was on that dance 3-2, the video y'all made.
Oh yeah.
I would like that would my class probably got tired of me. We did that dance probably for like 2 years straight every Monday. Like, hey, 3-2, let's go.
That's just evidence. I do have easy dances.
Bruh, we can run that back. Hey.
I don't even know it now, but
Ain't that a trip? We forget more than we do so many dances.
That's
We
why you
got
gotta bring
Shirley
them back.
Nichols on here. Oh, Shirley, she like the blast from the past. There is my twin sister. Roz Taylor, she's a wonderful player. Roz here. Cheers.
Oh, Rose, yeah.
Congratulations.
Mhm.
we love you
Impact.
too,
Y'all don't,
Rose.
a lot of times we don't know the impact we make on people. We say it all the time. You just don't know
Did we ever
what
bring Rose
people.
on here?
No, we get on
Did we ever
here.
bring Rose on here?
Yeah.
No, she got a
Nope.
killer's testimony. She got a killer story too, though. Yeah, we got to bring her Rose on this joint.
She's
Okay,
got the
Rose, you
biggest
here?
heart. The biggest heart she's got. Boy, she does.
And
Yeah, she one of the good ones out of us.
Okay,
She has
Rose. So
been in my corner.
this is for you, Rose.
Yeah, interested in being a guest on Let's Talk So Line Dance podcast. Contact Mr. Charles or Carlos. If you can't write this information down, go ahead and screenshot it right now. Hit us up later on. Get on here. Do what you do. So we can hear your story. You don't have to be an instructor. You can be a DJ.
Nope.
You can just be a line dancer. As long as you
Yeah.
are in the community, have some feedback, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about it. Hit us up. Your story needs to be told. But it's a lot of people like Rose. Rose don't got no class. She ain't DJing. But she has a huge impact on the line dance community. Just by
Beautiful.
showing up, giving love, and
Yes.
being a
Support.
positive energy on the dance floor alone is a huge. Anybody that knows Rose know she get love,
And the stuff she
right?
does behind the scenes,
There you
That
go.
too,
just
yeah.
by being
Yeah.
kind and just by having a big heart, makes a huge impact. Like,
Yeah.
I probably would get emotional if I just tried to say the way she showed up for me during my cancer journey, but it was big.
Wow. Wow. You hear that, Rose? And you need to get on here.
Yeah.
People care about you. And that goes for everybody out there that wants to come on here. Like Carlos said, we just want people on here. And then if you have any questions for us too, Nichol, for your podcast, feel free to let it,
Oh,
get,
I'll be like, depending. So what I'm trying to do, when I figure out a topic, I'm like, all right, so who's on this side and who's on that side? All right, now how can I get them all on there? And people have classes, and it's like, right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Carlos will let you
I'll
know.
hit up anybody. I'll hit like all you can tell me is no.
Carlos will let you know. If you want to get the word out, give it to me. Carlos will let
Mr. Charles overshares. Like
I will definitely, especially the flyer you talked about the group. I'll make sure you have it.
Okay, Carlos, what you
Mr.
say?
Charles has been kicked out of groups because he overshared in their group. Like he's been banned from a couple groups.
He done broke some rules.
He overshared.
I got over 100-some groups I shared to. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. Share good stuff.
Yeah, your podcast, the Real Talk podcast, will be everybody. You word, they'll see.
I got groups I don't even know, but that's why I know. That's why I do it, right? Carlos, what'd you say, Carlos? You thought that all these people were. You thought.
Oh yeah, I put a post out there. I was like, "Yo, everybody's sharing my shit." Yeah, I found out 85 of the shares was Mr. Charles. Yeah, I thought people was just out there sharing it organically.
I put a post up a long time ago. I was like, how many line dance groups are you in? I said, I'm about 30 to 40. So if everybody shares the same dance, the same new dance into every group, that means you're going to get 40 notifications.
It's simple. I got at least 120 that I share regularly. And they get mad.
I told y'all, he crazy with it, yo.
And then they get mad and say, well, you share too much. Now, it wasn't the group. It was Facebook was saying, I will.
They probably censored you.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the benefits of coming on these podcasts is for you to be understood and to your story be told. I think a lot of the issues or misconceptions or things that happen in line dance community is because you don't know somebody. Let somebody come on here, tell their story, tell their testimony, and really get to know somebody. Because a lot of times, I know a lot of y'all say we just want to dance, but obviously that's not the truth, right? And so once you get to sit down with people, get to realize that they're human, right? We all bleed, we all got emotions, we all got feelings.
Yeah.
and make it a lot easier to be in the same spaces with each other and have a good time.
True.
As long as they bring their authentic self to that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are some people with agendas.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, that you won't never know until it's time to know, right?
You know your gut. Everybody got that gut. Sometimes the gut is wrong, but sometimes maybe not.
Special guest Nichol Poyntz and Lewis Jenkins.
We've been together 25 years, like 26 years.
That's something.
Yeah.
I still want.
Y'all got any questions?
Huh?
Back to the comments.
Nichol, you spell, like I said, your name. Our daughter is Nichole, and so there's so many different Nichols. It's wonderful, really.
It is. I don't,
It's only one Charles. I hate that. Only one way to spell Charles.
It's just funny because it was like when I first met the group of ladies from California, because of the CH, and we were in Cleveland United We Dance, and we were outside, and I just heard them say, "Oh my God, there's Choli Cho."
Wow.
You got that, huh? That's how
and I turned around, but it was so sweet because I guess when people watch YouTube, so it was humbling, it was funny, it was so sweet, and she was so sweet. They hugged me so tight and stuff like that, and so now other people still say, "Hey Choli," because of the CH, but it's not Nichol. But okay, I'll roll with it. So they call me Choli Cho.
Dead serious too. Probably dead serious.
You want to let you know too that Rose said he's gonna make her cry. I just want to let you know.
She know I love her. She know I love me some her. I'll see her in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Photologist. I'm a photoologist now. Okay, all right, I'll do that.
That's an understatement.
Photos. Carlos, I think I took photos before everybody really got into it. I was just taking them. I went on Carlos' first cruise in 2018. I think I took around 1,000 something photos and just put them out there. I never, and now everybody does it. Now I don't really take them that much anymore. So everybody, I don't care how you get started. Just take photos, people. Take photos of good stuff. I tell people, yeah, you might be mad, but when I take your picture, you ain't mad at me because you're smiling. And that's all I just want to get your smile for that moment. Now, do you guys have any last words you guys want to
just thank you
say about? We always say people you want to thank, just personal friends or anybody y'all want to thank.
Appreciate it. We had a good time. Great conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to get you guys on here. I know this is my last little thing right here. This is for old school here. I think I'm having this at the beginners ball with 1,700 people in one room. I still trip out for that. Birth year class of 1956.
Everybody who went to school with Jesus.
Praise the Lord. Okay. If you were born in 1956, let me add that up. I think we'll be 70 this year.
It's basically everybody that's turning 70. Yeah.
We're gonna get together
and start a whole new conversation, but it just it's so funny to me, beginner ball, advanced room, intermediate room, just we think about the growth and we look back, it's we just had one room. It was none of the delineation between types or nothing. It was just
But isn't it good to be a pioneer? That's being a pioneer. Of seeing how this stuff got
started. That's when you're dancing and you don't know. If the music was good, you didn't know if it was beginner, intermediate, or advanced. You knew some were harder to learn than the others, but it was just okay, well, I finish it next week. That's why our motto is, if you don't get it this week, come back next week on our shirts. But so it just tickles me. It was just
Yeah, I get it. I got, like I said, that's why the stories always intrigue me to how the community was as far as the mindset back in the day.
It's different.
For me, it's about bridging and getting a controlled atmosphere where I can now lead you to where I need you to get to, right? Because a lot of people don't want to dance because they're intimidated. But I feel like it goes back to what you were saying about trusting people and feeling safe in a certain, So for me, in Richmond, I got an umbrella basically. So your first experience with line dancing might be with me, and then once you get comfortable, I can take you to the
Yeah.
next level. I know who to send you to, right? And
Yeah.
so that's kind of what the premise with the beginners ball is.
No.
Kind of
I
getting
mean,
people
really,
in.
you see the numbers and you see the people and you see the enjoyment, like you see the,
Mhm.
when you do allow the live windows. But I mean, so you see it. I'm not no criticism.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it just tickles. It makes me laugh because I think sometimes we limit ourselves by putting those boxes and putting labels on us as dancers when we're just dancing. You know what I'm saying? But that could be a whole nother conversation. So me and my knee are like, shut up. So I'm gonna be quiet.
We want your knee to get well ASAP.
I do
Louis,
too.
you got any last comments, Louis? Anybody want to thank her?
No, man, I enjoy. Thank you all for having me. I'll wait till the next time. Maybe we'll have a story night. There you go, Carlos. Story night.
There you go.
Get some popcorn.
That'd be crazy. I'm telling you.
Huh?
Carlos and Coley Cole podcast. Go ahead. You can set it up.
Story night. So there you go.
That one. You got them. We want to thank all the people that tuned in. That's for sure.
Thank
This was a good night.
Yeah, a lot of y'all. Carlos, you're in trouble with Keely. She said that, about the Jesus statement. I just want to let you know. She, saying. But yeah, we just were glad you guys came on here. I didn't think you was gonna be on here, Nicole, when you said that surgery. I was like, oh, might have a little pain, something like that. But I'm glad that speaks volumes about you. And
No, that's why I've been getting up walking. So
yeah.
it's getting tired now. So we could tell. I could tell. But we're at the end, so I'm glad. So I made it.
And I wanted Louis to be on there with you. What I say?
I appreciate
get him on.
I told you I got you.
Yeah, you did.
I'm his hustle wife. I tell him where to be and what to do.
She told me about this a while ago. She said, "Where you gonna be?"
I was like, "You gonna do it from home, or you doing it from here?"
Right.
Yeah, remember you didn't know. Remember?
Do anybody ever think that was a couple for real? Anybody ever think that was a couple for real?
Yes.
Yeah.
They would be scared to talk to him because of me.
Yeah.
Like,
Somebody down y'all way was scared to talk to me.
Wow.
Your girlfriend is here. I'm like, who's his girlfriend?
Everybody want a piece of sweet Lou.
That was scared.
She did not know you was coming.
You know, the funny thing was, I was like, "What wife? What girlfriend?"
Right. He told me, I was like, "What?"
That bright girl.
You should have.
The bright girl.
You should have saw a look on her face when she found out you was down. You was at the door. She did not know you was coming.
Oh, he's here. Because he never told me what he was gonna do. I was calling him to be like, "Don't be late," because he'll be late.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm downstairs." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, he at the door. Boy, the things that we did.
On my way.
Yeah,
but
did.
Carlos, remember that's story night. That's story night with the popcorn.
Yeah, I liked it. We gonna run it.
Already.
You and Carlos, man on man.
Yeah, get the popcorn.
We can do that.
We can do that. I don't need no more podcasts.
I know, right?
I don't either.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 4, and I'm like, weirding out.
I can only be a guest because I work too much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We got y'all. We gonna do a GoFundMe. We gotta get Sweet Lou retired. But look, we ain't gonna hold y'all up too much. What Queen Sheila always say, Mr. Charles?
Love is no good unless you give it away. So we are giving all our love to you, all the people out there at home.
Thank you.
I'm glad that the weather is getting better because it was bad last week. We talked about peace. So, where you guys pretty cold right now.
In the 30s.
Yeah.
It's going up to 60. The weekend. I don't know if it's gonna be March Madness weekend, but I hope we don't have no snow.
That's when calls
y'all got 2 weeks to turn that shit up. Goddamn, turn the temperature up.
Bring your skeevies. Put it under your pants.
You better check on Wednesday or the day before you leave, because Michigan weather is definitely bipolar.
All right, everybody. Y'all all have a wonderful week. I forgot next week. Who is our guest next week? Let me see if I can find him on here. Hopefully he's on here. I thought I downloaded his picture. Give me just a second, everybody. Carlos, I don't know why my stuff be going slow. But anyway, I'll tell you who it's going to be. Next week is going to be Sean Dennis.
Okay, all snap.
Oh snap! I know I had this picture
He'll
before,
be
but I
up in the
didn't.
D too. He coming to the D.
Yeah, we
Okay.
already had Ijaya. Ijaya? Is that Jaya?
EJ.
EJ.
Yeah, we had her. And so, yep, he's gonna y'all come on out here next week. What is that? The 8th?
Yep,
Yeah,
because
the 8th.
today's the first. Yep.
March.
Cast
All right.
233.
Well,
Hey, look, some of y'all missed it too, because the opening of STL Flavor was tonight.
some everywhere.
They registration.
Everywhere.
There's so many events. I wish I could just move a weekend. Top
Yeah.
off.
Not
Top
your free
alternative.
weekend of nothing. For nothing. All right,
All
everybody.
right, y'all.
Number one in the summer.
Y'all have a
See
good
y'all,
time.
man.
Good talking to you guys. Like I said,
All
Nicole,
right.
don't be a stranger. Let me know if you need help.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Any
All right.
opinions or
Bye-bye.
anything. All right, Lou.
Bye bye. See you.